Hi, my name is Cindy Rang.
I'm Brianna Motzkus, and today is our Wednesday box opening.
Hey!
Hello.
All right, so if you're new here, we are a mother-daughter duo. We've had a quilt shop in Central Washington State for 26 and a half years. We have a big 5,000 square foot shop. I don't know how many bolts of fabric. I feel like I always have to make up a number. Over 15,000.
So many.
A lot. Almost everything is online. You can find everything online at fabricpatch.net. We are the .net. We also have a retreat center that's about 4 miles away. And we do hosted retreats, or other people come and use our facilities for their own retreats. And we are right now in what we call retreat season.
Yes, we are.
Because when we use it, we kind of, I don't want to say tear the place up. That sounds terrible, but
Take all the places.
we take everything so that people can have private rooms if you're, nervous about meeting a new friend that way,
Yeah.
They're all twin beds anyway, there's no bunk beds, so nobody has to share a bed. But we have lots of opportunities for private rooms, and then we all sew together in one great big huge 2,000 square foot area where everybody has two 4-foot by 6-foot tables, a rolling armless chair, lots of plugins. We've never ever blown a fuse, and a design wall and beautiful view, great big windows, and then we all eat together over at Daisy House across the alley, all within walking distance. Everything is right there, so it works out really well. But since we kind of move all the tables around and tear it up just a little bit, move things around, we do 4 in a row.
Yes.
Yeah, so, and it's really good. And everybody asks, oh, you must be so tired. You must be so tired. No, we've pretty much got it down. It works pretty good. And then what's really nice is we know how expensive it is for a plane ticket. So once you come, if you want to do 2 in a row, it works out good because there's always back to back to back to back. And almost every retreat, we have like 6 to 8 people that are staying for 2. And so normally the retreat ends Sunday morning after breakfast. Everybody says goodbye and heads on out. The people that are staying can stay for free. Meals are on your own because we got to clean all of that up. Karen goes home, she goes shopping and comes back. But your lodging, everything else, they sew out there the whole time. They visit some of our area fun landmarks and touristy areas, but they stay Sunday night, Monday night, Tuesday night, and then the next retreat starts again on Wednesday.
Yes.
So anyway, super fun. And speaking of that, we just finished paper piecing retreat. We showed a little recap of that this morning. That went out.
Super fun.
If you haven't seen that, if you missed, we tacked it onto the end of our Fabric Chat, which is our Wednesday morning coffee with friends thing. And so we tacked it onto the end because we had to tell you a few of the things that you saw in there, namely Paws, Chubby Kitty, and then a couple other weird things. But one thing that I noticed is that we didn't share. There's no pictures of your quilt.
Oh, they're probably not. I think the only quilt picture you have is the Hunter Star one.
As of the ones that everybody else did. And so this was the one, we had this out there because several people, I think 4 or 5 people were working on Judy Niemeyer patterns,
good.
which is kind of, if you know about paper piecing, that's sort of the big mecca of, what do you want to do? There's lots of fabrics, lots of steps involved, but not as hard as you think. And in fact, case in point, this is it called Prairie Star or?
Yeah, Prairie Star. I think they also have it like a Hawaiian Star. I think she renames the pattern based on like the color picture.
Yeah. And so this one, and we actually have this pattern back in stock, but this one, Brianna did this one when she was 12 years old, pieced it all herself and long-armed it all herself. Won $300 in the $300 times twice.
Yeah.
She won Best Youth Quilt and Best
Machine quilting.
Youth Quilt. Yeah. And so Brianna, we told everybody at the retreat, Brianna has paper pieced everything she made from the age of about 8 until about 12. Because she wanted to make a log cabin block, but she didn't want to worry about wonkiness. So I would draw everything she wanted to make. I would draw into a paper piecing pattern. And that was how she did it. She just had to sew on the line.
I loved it. I noticed when I went to QuiltCon, the youth, there was a lot of paper piecing in the youth. And I get it. I mean, being one of those youth quilters who loved paper piecing, it's perfect every time. create your story, pick out your colors, and then it's just fun. So yeah, paper
And it's just us as adults. It's like, oh, I can't do it. You know, and you can. And everybody did.
Yes.
Everybody did.
You have to try it to say, I don't like it.
And I have to admit, I'm going to tell stories about our friends here. So about an hour into the hands-on class, so I did my whole little lecture, did my little demonstration. It's like, okay, now it's time for us to try it. So as we were doing it, probably about an hour in, I already told Brianna this, I stopped and I said, everybody stand up. Just stand up where you're at. Stand up, stretch, look out the window, think about where you are. This is really good. So as I'm telling Brianna this, she says, yeah, and I'm sorry for what I said.
Apologize to your neighbors.
Apologize.
The
Let me
words
hug
came
it
out
out
of
a little bit. And it was good. Everybody was good. Everybody sat back down and everything was fine. Because it's frustrating. And what I tell everybody is the same thing. If you've not paper pieced before, I tell everybody that it is backwards. And that's the most important thing for you to know. You can't go, it seems backwards and I can't make it make sense. No. It is backwards. And you just have to accept it's a little bit backwards and do it consistently, doing it the same way every time. They kept trying to flip things over and it's like, no, put that back. You're working it from this side.
Yeah.
And so then it was really good. So, and it was really good that we started with a pattern that was 4 pieces.
Yes.
Okay. Repeat 4 pieces. Okay. Repeat 4 pieces. And it was good. Everything was great. Everybody was happy. Everybody sewed along. I was able to nap in the afternoon.
Fabulous.
It was just fantastic. And so I have to tell you, you will see in that recap that there was this cute little rose that Jen made. Jen came a day early. And so if you come a day early, we encourage you to, if you have, she's from South Carolina. And so if you have, time zone issues and you need to nap
And we know
bit,
how far and how long of a flight. We get it.
We get it. We know
Totally
it's hard to get here and we understand that. And so, so she brought a project and that little rose block was what she brought. And so she already kind of knew how to paper piece, but she wanted to practice just a little bit. And so that's what she brought to work on. Well, here's the funny thing about that is that we had bought all of these and this was what our practice was going to be.
We were originally going to.
We were originally going to say, we're all going to make this rose together. And then I am so glad
We changed our minds. Describe
This
it,
is a beautiful project. And so it makes all these roses. And if you look in here,
And what Mom kind of wanted to do is to make sure that, you have to make 2 or 3 units and then sew them together to create this pretty block. And the rose kind of fit that bill.
Yeah.
And then we got it. Like, that's a lot of pieces.
it's a lot of pieces, 19 on that first one. So if you're at home watching a video, testing it a little bit, this would be a good thing to kind of fiddle with and a good thing to do. But what I was worried about is talking to, 24 people all at the same time. Wait, what are you doing? Wait, what are you doing? I'm really glad that this is not what we did because it's super important to me that everybody feels successful and feel like, oh, that was good. I got that down. Once they now have that down, this total piece of cake. Sure. This will not be any trouble at all. Super, super easy to do. But I was glad that I decided not. It would be fine for a beginner 1-on-1 or 1-on-4 if I had 4 people in a class. So you guys can think about that. But for over 20, no. But
It's simple.
Yeah.
Simple is better.
so we have a bunch of these. So we were hiding them. No one had ever seen them because I was saving them for my paper piecing class. And then
I think they're super cute.
I love them. I think that they're beautiful. It's Riley Blake that does this, and they put these together, and they're on these great big huge papers, and you have this great big huge block, and the very first thing in here shows you kind of the layout. Oh, somewhere. There it is. How many blocks you might need for a quilt. And so it really is super clever. And I should have brought them out the last day and said, oh, by the way, I had these for you. And then I just totally forgot. We were just all busy doing our own thing.
And this one can do kind of a large lap. Maybe 60 by 70 is
For
what you can
one
get
packet.
out of one booklet.
Yeah.
Yes.
So anyway, super clever. It's already printed for you. Sew and go. Life is good. So those are.
So how many people decided they might do paper piecing again?
They all said they would.
all loved it. Okay, good.
In fact, always at the end of the retreat, I always say, okay, so what do you guys want to do? In fact, early on Thursday, I said, gave them the whole little, let me tell you 3 things. Number 1, number 2, number 3. And number 1 was, you asked for this.
You wanted this.
You wanted a paper piecing retreat. And so you're welcome. And that's why we had so many people that were repeat, because they were waiting for that.
Yeah.
And it was all good. It's just those emotional moments where, it's funny that as adults, we just think we can't do it. And I can't do it. There's no way I can understand
Old dog,
this.
new tricks is just just an excuse.
It's not. Yeah.
don't need
Because the younger people and, children in general, it's like, oh, I can do this. Look, I'm doing it. They don't even think anything of it. And so I think that I don't know what it is about us that we worry so much. But anyway, so it was all good. The most requested.
Mm-hmm.
And so then we asked them, I always ask everybody at the end, what are retreats you would like to see next year? What are the things that interest you? And they all said the same thing. We want to do this again.
Oh,
But now they want to do like a Violet Craft one.
Oh.
A great big huge one. The
down.
elephant. I know. Simmer
down.
down. Yeah. And I said, well, that wouldn't really be a beginner for somebody. Well, that's okay. We could call it Paper Piecing 2.0. Yes. It's like, well, we could do that. We could also do like one half of the room,
Yeah.
one half of the room. We could do that. But they all wanted to do paper piecing again.
Oh, good.
And so
I love
that's
it.
actually good. Yeah. I love paper piecing. Yeah. It's just, it comes out accurate and perfect every time.
Every time.
Yeah. It's really easy. So anyway. All right. So we have those. We now finally unveiling.
Paper
We've had
roses.
those paper roses. Those are fantastic. And then the other thing, we opened up, we had like 3 big boxes of checker notions. Tons of stuff. We don't want to haul. And we had already opened some because we had some things we had to take out there. But a lot of this stuff is like retreat stuff. So some of the things that, we're going to need. So we got all of our replacement blades are in the 5-packs, the 3-packs, the single packs, all of the sizes. Those are all in, and all of the cutters are back in.
Quilter Select. We also have all of the, we have a couple of different cutter options, and of course blades in Ulfa also. So if you have a yellow one, we have those too.
We also got in more of the flying geese ruler. So our next retreat next week is flying geese. And we are going to show you, this is I like rulers. I don't like rulers that are just like one trick pony, but flying geese, it's one of those classic blocks that you make again and again and again and again in all of those quilts. And if you ever have any trouble, this is what we're making. But we also have kind of some fun blocks and some fun projects that we're making. And again, if you have no interest in this, you can sew anything you want, but this is what we're doing. And if somebody doesn't even want to buy it, I have like 3 of them that I'm taking out. And the book is not required either, but
If you enjoy it, it's
we have
fun.
extras of those. And then the other thing that we got more of these.
Alpha Clippies.
Finally sold out of these again. So more of the Alpha Clippies. You guys have probably seen these before. And these are just such a nice heavy duty clip that will hold an entire 42 pieces and maybe more. We've only tried it with a layer cake and it held all of them. Which
And
is
the
kind of
Alpha
fun.
Clippies have all 26 letters and 10 numbers. So A through Z. And
So if
1
you've
through
cut
10.
all of your pieces and you have piece B and piece C and piece D, you can clip them all together and you don't pick up the wrong sized rectangle. So it is brilliant. This is one of those that I thought, how did I ever sew before that?
I know the clips are nice.
I know.
'Cause I
I know
used
I did,
my Wonder Clips quite a
Wonder
bit,
Clip.
or I used binder clips. But I never thought to make it,
I used sticky notes.
Oh, yeah.
Lame. Now I look back and think, why did I ever think that was even a remotely decent idea? And sometimes I would clip it down because it only sticks barely one time.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's one of those, I don't know why I never thought of that. I think it's so smart. And then these are the new ones.
They're super cute.
I know. So these have little quilt blocks on them.
I think there's
Little
6
card
different.
trick.
Yeah,
6
6 different
ones.
blocks.
Look how cute these are. Yeah, so if you don't need something with a number or a letter on it, they're just like cutie patootie. Don't let anybody borrow them for your chip clips, but they could be.
Yeah,
I mean, they're
cute.
yeah, really, really
Got a
cute.
cute closable container.
Yeah.
Adorable.
Yeah.
You can super glue some little magnets on there. You need some cute little magnets in your quilting room.
You could.
Cute.
Oh, you could.
It's flat on them. You could just.
They're
carry
just
on.
really strong.
They're very tight.
Yeah, they're not
Very nice.
a Amazon product. Yeah, really, really nice.
Cute.
So, and those are called
They're quilty clippies.
Alpha Clippies, Quilty Clippies. Super cute. And then the other thing that we got that were just sort of like, you know, retreatish type things. In our facility, you have your large sewing station that's 4 foot by 6 foot, and then you have another table as an L, 4 foot by 6 foot, that's right next to you. So you have an opportunity to have your own cutting station or your own ironing station. I have one of these that I have probably had for
Ever. Since they came out, I don't know.
30 years. Mine doesn't look nearly this sweet and cute. Mine is pretty rough. But, you know, it folds up and it has a handle. But then on one side is an ironing mat and the other side is your cutting mat. And mine, I just fold it back like this. And so I'll cut, and then when it's time for me to press, I'll just flip it over and I'll iron. And then when you're all done, you just fold the whole thing up and you're good to go. So
And this one's 12 by 18.
12 by 18. And it's perfect. You could leave the whole thing open also if you are paper piecing. Press a little, cut a little, press a little, cut a little. You have plenty of room on your station to have this open, and it works out perfect.
It's also a really nice way to transport rulers. If you're nervous about making sure they're flat, stick them right in there, close it up, put it in the bottom of your suitcase. They're totally protected.
And it has a little Velcro-y closure here to hold everything in there.
This is a mini one. This one's 8 by 11. So again, you got the cutting mat, the pressing. You don't have any handles, but again, you can flip, and it does have the Velcro closure on there.
And if you're doing small enough blocks, you know, that works great. And then the other thing that we got, this one is similar. This is just a Quilter's cotton press. So you really would flip it
have
over.
one of those.
Yeah. Ironing board on one side, cutting mat on the other. And then we got some more wool mats. I want to take just a minute to talk about the wool mats. And I feel like I've talked about this a couple of times, but just in case this is your first time hearing it. So the wool mats are kind of all the rage now with pressing, because what happens is the wool mats will heat up, and so then it'll press your block from both sides. So as you put your block down and you press it, you're not only heating this side, but it's kind of pressing it from underneath, which sounds brilliant. It is brilliant. It works out great. But what happens is your mat is heating through. And so and I think it's because you can flip it around, you can use either side, but you want to put something underneath this mat, some sort of a silicone pad. You know, they make those things that you put in the bottom of your oven. You know,
you can
for
at the dollar
drips.
store.
Yeah, at the dollar store. And they protect all of your pie drips, and then you take it out and wipe it off. But you can heat it to 500 degrees. Those are perfect because they're inexpensive. You can put that underneath your mat. Your other thing is, if you don't have that available, if you have a piece of Insulbrite, you can put that underneath there. But what happens is, too many people, they have this and they put it down on top of their large cutting mat. And then they're pressing the way that we do. And then you go to move your mat and you realize that, you move your pressing mat and you realize that you've got this weird little bubble,
You've heated
spot.
up your cutting mat.
Because your cutting mats do not like any kind of heat at all, which is why we never leave them in our car. So just a little reminder with that these are wonderful, wonderful, but
Be aware what's underneath them.
yeah, because that's why they work, is because they heat through and also are pressing from both sides. It's kind of a unique thing.
And we've never had any issues with, we have like the plastic Costco tables that we have at the retreat center. We haven't had any problem with people ironing directly on top of those. You have to be aware that if you move your mat, that plastic will be hot for a minute or two. Let that cool off and then put your mat on. So yeah, just be aware what's underneath.
Yeah.
Or bring something to put underneath it,
Yeah.
and you're good to go.
Yeah. All right,
tip.
so all of those, and then the other thing that came in, I got this over twice.
You might be thinking, well, and what about the two-sided thing?
Oh, totally
They
different.
have a piece of wood that separates the two. So
Yeah.
you're only hitting this. This never gets hot. I have an 18 by 24 that I think you used to have.
Yes.
It is ancient.
Old.
Totally perfect. Because, again, there is something that separates the mat from the pressing unit.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, and then the other thing is that we have currently in stock, I feel like we have enough that we can tell
We can
you.
share.
Because we want to make sure that our people at the retreat all get what they want. But we have in stock a lot of the Bargello books, which is nice. We're doing two different printed patterns, kind of beginner patterns. But then it's always fun that once you've figured it out and you understand how to read that chart and how to do that, it's like, oh my gosh, I want to do it again and again and again. One of our most popular books is this Jelly Roll Bargello book. So what's really nice is that if you you don't like the part of picking out all of the fabrics, I just don't know what goes together. Look at what it looks like when somebody just uses a jelly roll and somebody else has put all of those together for you, and how cool it looks, because all of those fabrics automatically go together. And then the other thing that's kind of fun is, we talk about this all the time, if you put together a quilt and for some reason you think it's a little underwhelming, add something else to it. And so it's wonderful when you see this in a book where it's like, oh, let's just add a couple of birds and some leaves, and then what you've done is you just have this really cool background. So that one's kind of fun. Braided Bargello. Ruth Ann Perry, she's, most of the books that we have are from her. She just does a really nice job. And so these are ones where you have, multiple charts and multiple things going on. So it's nice to kind of know, start with the beginner Bargello, but once you've done that and you understand how to read a chart, she's got great Bargellos in here, really good color tips, and talks about stuff. And then the last one is Bargello Quilts in Motion. I feel like this is one of the ones that Carolyn has used a lot.
You'll see, I think, quite a few Bargello quilts finished out of this book from Carolyn Harris's. She's going to do a trunk show this week.
Yeah. And you guys will see it on their recap. But really good. There's just not, no matter which book you choose, if you feel like you're going to treat yourself to one, it won't matter. You're going to be able to find 5 or 6 in the book that look really interesting that you'd like to recreate, either in the same colors they used or in new colors. So yeah. All right. And then let's see. So this is all of the like weird stuff. I had one more thing I was going to mention. Then we have lots of boxes. We have lots of boxes.
Quite a few.
Yeah.
Maybe
so
8.
Yeah. So we did the shop hop.
The all Pacific Northwest shop hop.
3 states. They did Washington,
Oregon, and Idaho. Idaho has enough shops to do the route. They've got like 30 shops in Idaho. Did you know that?
I know. I know. It was 167 shops total.
Nuts.
Crazy.
Is that more than Vermont? Curious minds, because you guys have a lot.
You guys have a lot.
You guys have going on.
And, part of the problem, right? Part of the problem out here is population.
Yeah.
Right? So out here, we have most of Eastern Washington is little communities of about somewhere between, 3 to 9,000. And so we have Ephrata is only 7,000. And so we have a lot of tiny little communities that might have tiny little shops in some of the communities, but we are a ways away from each other because all of this farmland and all of these rivers and lakes and whatever. So it's a lot of driving. And that's the same thing is true with Eastern Oregon. Same thing is true with Idaho. Idaho's got some, Meridian and Boise, and
they have some big ones.
They've got some big towns, but there's a whole lot of little towns in there. So what I think is difficult, not to unsell it, now that we're done, I can tell you the truth. It's a lot of driving. We've got a lot of space. And so I think it is kind of hard. And my suggestion to them is let's narrow it down. Let's just do one state at a time. I think it is fun. I would still buy the Oregon book and the Idaho book to know what quilt shops. But there's a lot of quilt shops that aren't even in here. It's expensive to do it. So, but it is nice to have a reference, have a lot of information. There's a whole bunch of patterns. Is there 8? 5 patterns.
But then I think there's 8 free
ones.
Patterns that they tell about how to just get them.
Yeah, they show the picture and there's a little QR
pretty
code thing. So it is pretty nice. It's a nice reference. Lots of people just bought it just so they could have all of the information about the shops, that are in there. So it might not include all of the little ones, but you could easily kind of research that and add that. But most of the big ones are all in there, which is really good. So anyway, we have, I think, I wrote the number down. We have 29 of these left now that we're done. So now we are able to do whatever we want to. Prior to that, there were rules. So we are selling all of these for 20% off. And then also if you buy one, we have our little pattern that we gave out as a free
Just a
thing.
little block pattern.
We're going to put it in here for you. So you'll get the book and the pattern you would have gotten on the Shop Hop.
And
We'll
we
give you all
do
of
have a
that.
little bit of the Shop Hop fabric left over that will discount
Yeah.
also. So
Oh,
you'll
yeah,
see
let's
the
put
Pacific
that.
Northwest header is still on our website. Just click into there. You can see the book there. You can see the fabric there. You can even read more about it. If there's an all-state Shop Hop coming up in your area and you've never heard of it before, there's information that you can look at. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So we'll put the Shop Hop stuff on sale. There's not a lot of it left, but there's some. I think there's 3 panels left. 29 books, and then with purchase of either, if
We'll
you
throw
purchase
on a
the
block
fabric,
to the sky.
or you purchase this
You did so good.
little pattern.
Cute.
It's a really good pattern as an alternate block, right? If you've made some blocks or you have a panel that you're doing and you make that block, it makes a whole secondary pattern on your quilt. So that's why we
It's a good block to have.
It's a good one. All right.
Okay.
Okay, commercial. All right, let's open a box.
All right.
Today is
June 3rd. 2 more days till summer starts.
it's National Repeat Day.
Repeat day. What are we repeating?
I don't know, whatever you want to.
I am a mom. I don't like to repeat myself. You got like 2 good ones, and then I'm gonna.
Maisie, I noticed, is in that stage of why.
Oh, we are in the Y
Why?
one. So Robert does not agree with me. So I never say because I said so.
Oh, never.
I feel like my kids would not. Why?
Right.
I need a reason. That is not a reason.
Not a reason.
It's like, well, I don't want to wear my shoes. Well, you have to. I don't want to. So
Why?
My kids.
Well, because
So I always tell them something. So sometimes Robert listens. He's like, why don't you just tell them? Because I am asking you to do it. And it's like, because I feel like I'm okay with questions. I feel like I want them to ask questions because when they're older, they're going to need to ask like the hard questions that who do I ask these questions for? And I want them to know they can come to me. I might not give you the truth because sometimes they'll ask, why is...
because there's sharks living in there.
Yeah. So every time, like, there's the storm drain that's out in our parking lot, they so badly want to open it.
No.
And they think there's alligators down there. Crocodiles. Why can't we go in there? Because there's alligators down there. No. Yeah, ask Papa. Papa's been down there.
Papa will tell you.
Where do you think he lost his finger? Really? Yeah. Big Papa lost his finger from a
Yes.
deer. Little Papa got attacked by an alligator.
That's right. That's right. And we'll apologize for that later when they're older.
And
That's right.
So Robert's like, I don't know if you should be lying. I'm not lying. I'm just withholding information.
I'm making things magical.
And then they'll stop asking me why because I've answered their question.
That's right.
I don't know what question they were looking for, but I gave them one.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
If they tell you some weird random story, it's because they asked why for the 16th time and I was
Yes.
done. We were going
Yes.
to end this with something crazy and they had, to go ponder it.
That's right. That's right. And every other parent who hears the reason why will go, oh,
I like
that's a
that
good one.
Yeah. All right,
What is
Riley
this?
Blake.
Is that
Blake.
canvas?
This is
it
linen.
sashiko? Oh.
So midnight, like navy blue linen.
We do a
Perfect
lot
to do
of
your
the
sashiko on.
linen. Yeah. And so either for bags or for your sashiko, we do a lot of that. And that's that perfect indigo color. Oh,
Yeah.
there's a
Oh, and
couple.
the brown.
Oh,
And this is their Fairfax linen. It's so nice.
it's really nice. Really nice
This
weight.
one's called Cocoa. Really pretty. This is a fun one if you want to do some stitching to do onto bags or whatever. Maybe you didn't want to do ivory because what if sticky fingers. And then Riley Blake's Bright White Confetti Cotton Solid.
Oh, very nice.
Always a good one.
And then what is all of
We
this?
probably had a 3-bolt minimum and Felly knows. Oh, just put white in
Just put white.
if you're missing something.
That's right. That's right.
And
labels.
new
Are these
labels.
new ones?
Oh, this one's cute.
Fun.
This one says your friend made this.
Friend made that. That's my
Cute.
Love in every stitch. And there's 8 labels per package. And what's really nice about these is that, so there's a spot you can write on the back, but what's really fun about it is that when you're putting your binding on, just put it in there. So it's really just like a tag.
Yeah.
And just stitch it down that way. You don't have to go all crazy about hand stitching the label in there. And not that that's not nice to do the hand stitching and a great big label. I actually encourage that. And I think that is the best thing. But people just sometimes they feel like they don't have time or they don't want to. But it's really nice to have something on the quilt to date it. This is what I made. And what's traditional is who made it, where you lived when you made it, and the date. And then you can put anything else that you want in there, but those
I
things
keep
are kind of
thinking that
basic.
Mom and I need to do it because I know all of Mom quilts and where they came
Yes.
from. But Harper and Wyatt and Maisie will not know.
Right.
And even the quilts that I have that they use every day will not know. Did I make it? Did Nana make it? Did Nana's Nana make it? You know, they won't know. They just
Aunt
know
Brittany
they've
make
always
it?
screwed up with it. Yeah, did Aunt Brittany make it? Yeah.
Right. And this is one of those that has all of that information on there. So this one, it's made by, and then has the other stuff. And then down at the bottom it says, what does that say?
Note and date.
What
And
does
it
that
says
say?
notes.
What does that say?
Oh, little by little, a little becomes a lot.
Oh, little by little, little by
comes-
little, a little becomes a lot.
That's cute.
Oh, that's a nice little sentiment for a scrap quilt.
And this one is kind of a twofer, so you get 4 of each. The first one says, I sew with little scissor on it. And then the bottom one says, it's my superpower. And then this label is a little love from Mom. It's cute. I think that's all of them. All the newer ones.
I think it is.
And there I got. They're all sets of 8. Except for this twofer, you get 4 of the top, 4 of the sew one, and 4 of the superpower one.
All right, super
Cute.
cute. Well, that's all in that box. Yeah, a bunch of these. All right, great. Okay, we're going to move this stuff kind of out of the way, and then I've got 2 great big, I think they're motor boxes.
Fun.
2 great big motor boxes. Okay, so we're cleaning up. There's one other quick little thing. We sold out of these like instantly.
Yeah.
Which was kind of fun. This was the fabric that we opened on Sunday. We cut 2 extra kits. So at this moment that we're filming, we have 2 more of these that are in there. And we have a couple of the patterns. You won't want this pattern if you don't have the fabric, but we had that other pattern. If you guys want.
Plaid, sachet, plaid. Is
Plaid sachet.
that what it was? That was pretty cool. Using
A
pre-cuts.
lot of people got, using pre-cuts. A lot of people got that. And if you didn't want to use this pre-cut and the black, again, it's choose your other favorite pre-cut and a white or a banana yellow or whatever. So,
And these
were
were also both free downloadable patterns. So if this is the first time seeing it, go over, go into What's New, find Snowy Nomies, and just download those. You don't have to like check out to download a free pattern. We just click here and do it. You can keep your email address.
Oh,
I got that. Oh, I love that.
It has to be Christmas or Halloween, right?
That was cute. Oh,
Oh, I love that. Oh, there's going to be a vintage Santa. Oh, look at that plaid.
Oh.
Look at that. We saw. Look how cool that is. I'm excited to see vintage Santa. They're either super cute and cheery or sometimes they're a little sketchy. I am confident this is going to be a cute, cheery one.
Cute. Sometimes they are sketchy. It's those vintage snowmen that are like
Oh, yeah. The old, like, 50s
Scary.
Frosty.
so scary.
You kids were built different.
That's when strangers could beat you in the store. Teachers had paddles.
Yeah.
They weren't afraid of some dang snowman. No.
My kids think it's so exciting you drink from a hose. Like, dude, why is get out more.
Right.
I love that.
I
Who is this? We know it's Moda. Oh, Stacy Isu.
Oh, of course it is.
Oh.
Look at this one. Okay, we're going to take some plastic off so you guys can see it up close. Look at that.
I love that.
Oh.
That's just a great winter piece.
This is just, I mean, you
And-
don't even need anything else. This is so cute.
Okay.
Okay.
We're going to take plastic off. We're going to finish open boxes, cut a panel, and we'll be right back.
All right, this is beautiful.
Super
Absolutely
cute.
wonderful. I love the vintage stuff. This is a little more vintage than me. Goes back a little bit farther, but I just want to say that I think it's always funny that when we do that generational talk and all anybody ever talks about is the drinking through the hose. What I think all the time is the walking to school. And that's the
Oh.
thing that why does everybody forget
And
that?
the whole thing about just go, get out of the house. I'll see you at dinner time.
Yeah.
You don't check in with me. I don't need to see you at
We
lunchtime.
did not have phones.
Yeah, it's fine. If you're not here by dinner, your butt's gonna be stinging.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's
Right.
just crazy.
That was
And
how
these
it
kids are
always was.
glued to
No
phones.
food. We did not have a water bottle that we carried around with us.
No.
There was no such thing. We did not have food. We did not have a phone. And we were everywhere. Places we should not be, doing things we should not be doing. And we all survived. It was great. But the other thing was that's how we then were expected to get ourselves to school. That whole bus line, the whole
Student
this
pickup
teeny
thing.
tiny little town, and the crazy amount of cars in the morning and in the evening from parents.
Our rush hour is from about
Has to pick up your
7:45 to 8:05.
Make those kids bike home. You know, it's just the craziest thing. There was no such thing. Nobody ever brought their kids to school.
Yeah.
You
You
walked.
either rode the
And
bus or
we-
you walked.
And it was a long walk, and it didn't matter,
Yeah.
uphill both ways. So, yeah. So anyway, I always think it's always the hose that people talk about. It's like, no. That's not the half of it.
They're gone all day and
No
walking to
food,
school.
no food, no questions. No questions. We also, when we sat down at the dinner table, we didn't talk about what we did that day. Our parents did not want to know. If they didn't know, they did not have to address it.
I
And
mean,
if another parent wasn't tattling us on us, they
You're
didn't
obviously
need to
fine.
know. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway,
Yeah.
it was funny.
plausible
Good times.
deniability.
That's
Officer, I have no idea what you're talking about.
not my child.
First time hearing this. I'm pictures.
That's
Oh, what? You didn't have your Polaroid in your pocket? Darn.
I know. That was the other thing too, is all of the cops, they all knew you, It's like, should I call you, mother? Should I call her right now? No, don't. Please don't. I'm going home right now, I promise. Yeah.
I would say my mom, I mean, besides mom knowing, just being able to get the truth out of us.
Yes.
Good or bad, if you were tattled on herself, she had no idea until we tattled on ourselves.
I did.
But also, I've been privy to these conversations of someone calls her saying, hey, do you know where so-and-so is and what they're doing right now and who they're hand?
I'm
Tell me
parked
more.
across, giving me the play-by-play. Okay, he's walked down. He does. It is a pack of cigarettes. Yes, that's exactly what it is.
Put it in his back pocket. So I've been privy on the other side of those conversations. I haven't been on the bad side. I've been on the sneaky side with mom. But I always thought being
It's
a
an
kid,
unwritten
like,
law.
you can't do anything in this town without getting caught or
That's
knowing
right.
somebody. And being a parent, it's like, heck yeah. I want to know. I want to know where he is. He's supposed to be here. Oh, he's not. Oh, he didn't show up until 2. I'm, as a parent of I mean, he's only 8, but I'm sure it will, as a teenager, I'm excited that I know everybody.
We know
And
everybody.
my kids are spitting image. They know exactly who their mom and daddy are just by looking at them.
That's right. That's right. Anyway, on to vintage fabric. We don't want to talk about vintage people. So we have to show you the panel first. It is so stinking cute.
And what's
Nothing scary.
No, it's so cool. And it's right here. But you'll see there's no cut line. It just starts repeating again right there. So you could really easily do a really cute whole cloth quilt. You could keep the little Merry Christmas border on. You could cut it off, add it to a trim of a towel for a little hostess gift. But super cute.
It's really cute. Just put some borders on it and you're good to go. Or these squares are great. There's so many different options. You could do some tote bags. You could do some holiday pillows. The other thing too is remember timber. Brianna's little, it's just basically a great big huge log cabin block. Start with something in the center. You're starting with 6.5-inch strips and just make a big log cabin. So really, really fun.
Because you could really
Gorgeous.
make just a winter. If you just chose something different than have the Merry Christmas thing on it, you could just create a winter quilt.
I love it.
So you can have it more than just.
And I love the vintage green.
Yeah.
That green color is kind of cool. Okay, so it's kind of funny. So we were looking at our sheet here and they messed up and we don't have with us the other plaid.
It's an
so
ivory plaid.
Brianna's going to put it on there. You won't see it here, but we've already talked to them and they're going to expedite it. So it might be a little bit delayed, but probably it comes up from Texas, so it'll be here in a couple of days. But it's just like this, except where the green is, it's white. So Brianna's going to put in a picture so you can see what it is. So we notice that something's wrong here. So if we're over here, so we have this great plaid. So we'll show you this one, but it's a really, really good plaid. Love the vintage color. One that's a little bit lighter would be equally nice. This is the one that I was just crazy about. Look at that. And look at the scale of it. If I put my hand here, it's just tiny. I'm going to turn it this way. Did I mess you up?
No, it's fine.
And it's not really directional. You've got birds going. Oh, no.
No, your cardinals are heading one
Oh,
direction.
it is. But the flowers are going in the other direction. Oh, maybe they're not. Are they?
Kind of, yeah. Your flowers are spinning because, like, this one is upside down. This one's right side up, upside down.
Well, then why didn't they spin the cardinals? I guess it doesn't matter. I wouldn't care.
I
about
wouldn't
that.
care.
I just think it's the cutest thing ever. And it's that kind of off-white.
Yeah.
It's not though.
It's a parchment.
Yeah. It's beautiful color, shade of white. So, I love this one. And then look how cute these
I
are.
love the article.
I know.
What the cutest, like, fun apron.
Yes.
Just make a fast, simple apron. I'll put Mom's little 30-minute apron video up so you can see. Super cute. This, a little dollar store spatula and a little cookie mix.
Yeah.
What a cute, fun little gift.
So cute. So yeah, new baby reindeer, gingerbread people recipe, building contest. And what I know about Moda is this is a real recipe.
Yeah.
They put it in there
It's
knowing
probably
that you're going to
grandma's
go,
recipe.
let's just make this. And so most of the time they are award-winning recipes. So, and so this one, if you see the color, so this has got black, red, and white, right? See the color? So this one is green, red, and white. So if you want just a little bit more festive.
And by
see.
white, she means that parchment
It's
color.
not white. Yeah. By white, I don't mean white. Yeah. And then, so super cool. And then this is the same thing, except it's green on green. Looks totally different because it's just kind of a tone on tone one. And then we just have kind of a cool little snowflake because why not? That creamy color, a little bit of white, and then poinsettias. We have just a little cluster on black and a little cluster on that creamy color. So yeah, just fun. Really, really nice. Be real easy to think of all kinds of fun little projects that you do with this. All right. Who is this?
Another
one?
box. I
you
think
tell?
it's Wilmington. And there are 3 boxes. I think one of those boxes is probably pre-cuts.
Is what pre-cuts?
Pre-cuts. Wilmington is pretty good about doing pre-cuts.
Oh, I thought, see, look at the top of it. I thought, it's going to be Halloween. It's not Halloween. Well, maybe
pumpkins.
it's going to be. It's pumpkins. You
There
know,
could be
I
black
don't
cat
think
in here.
it might be. You know, we have some really pretty, we have like 1, maybe 2.
Yeah.
I think we might have 2 really pretty fall lines, and they're both Jason Yenter.
Yeah.
Very, very different from a traditional
traditional fall.
piece. Yeah.
Ooh, pretty plaids.
This is pretty. Look at this plaid.
What is it called?
Oh my gourd.
Oh my god.
Oh my gourd.
That's cute.
That's
That's
clever.
pretty good. That's pretty good.
I like the flower too.
All right. There's a flower?
That
Oh.
one's just flower. Oh. If you don't want pumpkins.
Well, you want to have both.
Yeah, it's pretty.
All right.
Okay.
So there's this. There's 2 more boxes. We're going to open all these up. We're going to
Take
take
the
the
plastic
plastic off, and then we'll see what's happening. All right. This
Alrighty.
is beautiful.
Oh my gourd.
Oh my god.
It's pretty cool. I like it. It's a really good fall
It's
collection.
classic. This is kind of a nice classic. And I don't think of this as nostalgic. I just think of it as classic. I think
Yes,
that
I think so too.
For a nice
Traditional.
fall line. Yeah, so it's really pretty. There's not very many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 11, 12, 13. There's 14 pieces and a bolt of a panel bolt that we'll show you. That's kind of cool. And of those 14, one of them is a border piece, and you'll see those in a second. But let's start with, I think we should start with this because I love it when they do this.
Yeah.
This is a placemat panel.
Pretty clever.
So yeah, really clever. They give you all of the directions over here. So if you just want 4 fall placemats, if you have a bigger family, get 2 of these, then you end up with 8 of them. You can either just quilt them all first and then put your binding on there, or just put a little bit of stitching in the ditch. Do a flip and sew. You can do all kinds of things. And they also have a free pattern. Put this in your notes if you want it. If you want to get that panel and you want this pattern also, just say, hey, give me that.
I've got some printed ones. Otherwise, it is just going to be a free download. You can save it to your iPad, print it off, whatever.
It's just a wall hanging. So it's a really nice, pretty wall hanging using that placemat panel. which is kind of fun. A little bit of the
Cool way
border.
to do that.
Really
You
cool
could
way to do
easily
it.
extend it if you have a longer table, making those sashing pieces bigger, taking some of like this little feature work on the side and put it in the middle so you can really make it grow faster, but you can really make it longer because I think a lot of people struggle with finding a long enough table runner for their big fancy dining room table for when they have a crowd. So that's pretty cool.
Really, really cool. The other one that they did.
There's also another one that they used for using the panel. Again, this one's a square one. So if you have a different table topper, this is a 58-inch square. So it could be a table topper or a throw if you feel like I just want a really simple, fun fall quilt because, you know, there's a lot of months that are fall and not a lot of people put something out. So
yeah.
another good option.
And then the other thing they did is they did this.
This would also be a cool pattern to make it into a tree skirt. I mean, you'd have to visualize candy canes and red and green, but
Different fabric.
it's a good size
It would be.
for a tree skirt.
yeah.
So, other one, just let us know if you want the table topper pattern. We could throw that in there for you.
Table topper, wall hanging, and then there's also an apron. So what's kind of fun about the apron is that it uses the 5-inch packs, and you cut those down into 2.5-inch strips, but that's easy enough, right? Cut it in half again. And so then you put these together, and then all it takes is your fabric and then 1.5 yards for the lining and the ties. And what's kind of fun is it shows you how to put the whole thing together, and then you have just this little, that's what helps you to make your armholes. Yeah. So,
Cool.
yeah, good pattern.
And then we
Again,
got,
that's called Baker's Square, that pattern.
and then I've got the 5-inch squares, the 2.5-inch strips, and also the 10-inch squares. So again, that plaid sachet that we saw last week.
Oh, yeah.
How cool. This one with either an ivory or that black or an orange. We can help you find another piece if you want. If you can't find a 2.5-inch strip that you like, it's essentially 3 yards of accent.
Pretty fabric.
Super
Really,
pretty.
really pretty. Very fallish.
Very fall.
All right. Do a little pan across here a little bit. And start down here.
Sure.
So here's the pumpkins, and these are pretty. These are actually in 3 different colors, and so it's these just really nice pumpkins, and they're on this kind of nice texture green background. They're also on this black background and also on this white background. Really, really pretty. And then we've got the acorns.
I like the little
I
acorns.
like the little acorns.
That's kind of cute.
Yeah, those are pretty. Just one of these. Just a nice little small texture, which is kind of fun. And then we've got some leaves and fronds and acorns. Another just nice
That's a nice
little
one.
nice texture. And then, gosh, I love this one. So this one also is
Are those
in.
marigold blossoms?
You know, aren't they magnolias?
Oh, magnolias. Yeah, probably magnolias.
Yeah, beautiful. Just so rich looking. And if that looks metallic, it's not. It's just gold color, not metallic.
So pretty.
Yeah. And so it's on this black background, which looks so rich. And then it's also on the white background.
Beautiful.
And then this is the stripe. The stripe has got a lot going on. 5 stripes, if you look at them. Right? 5 of the big ones anyway. Or, you know, you can just go to here. It's just beautiful. You can do that striped table runner.
I think that one's actually behind you, hanging up.
It's this one, yeah. Easy striped table runner. We've showed this a couple times. We even have a little video about it. So you just take your striped fabric, you cut a couple of wedges, and you end up with this really cool wrapping pattern. And what you have left over, you can make a couple of placemats. And there's all kinds of options for layout.
And you don't necessarily need the 60-degree triangle.
You totally don't.
You can use your 6x24-inch ruler.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Awesome.
And then here's some pumpkins. And there's 2 of these also on the white, just a nice little cluster, and the flowers, a little bit of everything. It's on the white background or on the black background. Again, I just think the black background is just so rich. Really, really pretty. And then is this the only one that's this dense pumpkin? I only have one, huh? There you go. Beautiful. This is a really cool piece.
There'd be really cute fun little bags for your harvest parties.
Oh, yeah.
Coming next year. Cute little gift bags.
Yeah. And then the leaves, acorns, and fronds. We saw that in the white background. It's also in the black. And then 2 more really cool plaids. It's nice to see so many plaids all the time that people are really thinking of adding that with all of their lines.
This one's going to go in a lot of Christmas quilts. I can already
Yes,
tell.
because that's kind of
That's a good green.
brown little stripe in there, but it almost has a maroon look to it.
Yeah,
but
I think it'll be really pretty.
yeah, you could
I think they're done really well.
really pretty. And then here's a brown one. All right. Okay, really pretty. And what's it called? Oh my gourd.
Oh my lord. Don't tell Maisie, you guys.
Don't tell Maisie.
She will repeat that until we are sick of it.
If she thinks that she's not supposed to say it. It's a new favorite thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Super cool.
Okay, we're going to move these and we'll see what else is back there. Okay, there was just one other little box back there. But the other thing that I was thinking is that in case you missed it on Wednesday, we had mentioned that all of the rest of Carolyn Hutchinson's patterns came back in.
Oh, yeah, that's
So
right.
they are all back in stock. So when we did that special for Mother's Day, we sold out. I think we had 18 to
Pretty quickly.
24 of all of her patterns. We sold out pretty quickly. There's some really, really nice ones. That Jelly Roll Race one. I can't think of the names of all of them. That panel one. So
She had 3 really good panel ones, whether it was a big
Yeah.
panel or blocked panel.
yeah.
Yeah, check those out.
They're all, and I think some people we notified, but we had so many people that said, oh, is there one of those left? Is there one of those left? We might not have gotten everybody's name written down. So just if that was something that you were waiting for, those are all back in. And then just a little, I think this is also a motor box, isn't it?
I think so.
Oh, of course it is because.
Oh,
of course.
do you remember this one? So this is the holiday cheer. We did get a few pre-cuts. So to go with the panel and a few pieces, we have 2.5-inch strips. So we want to make a fun little quick jelly roll race. And I feel like this all cut up and sewn together would look very more wintry. Yes, it's going to be the cream, the red and green, but I feel like it's not super like Christmassy. There's not a lot of trees or snowmen or anything like that. You got poinsettias, but mostly it's the color. So I think that's kind of cool. And then also 5-inch squares. We didn't get any 10-inch squares or anything else, so just 5-inch squares, 2.5-inch strips of the cheers. This guy right here.
Very nice.
To go with this guy. So if you were hoping, oh my gosh, I wish there were strips.
Well, you
Congratulations for staying to the end.
Yes. That's right. And then just some grunge, just some fill-in grunge. We've got winter white and white paper. White paper is the one we sell so much of.
Winter white. Winter white is pretty
is that the-
creamy.
Oh, it is.
Would it?
No.
Oh, not quite. I wonder if this is more fig tree cream. Oh no, I feel like fig tree cream is probably a little more yellow. I think it's right over there.
It is.
So, winter white is very
Oh, no.
creamy. Oh no,
Oh.
it's right.
That's
Fig
what it
tree
is.
cream wins
Fig tree
again.
cream. Always.
So if you want that light background in these panels, it's fig tree cream. I will stick it in the collection for you. That's funny. Of course it did. Of course it did.
Of course it did. You know, we order 5 volts of that at a time.
Amy always wonders, why do you order so much of it?
We just love it.
And
We just
therefore,
love it.
you guys believe us. And
Yeah.
I love that you love it
It's-
too.
Yeah. And we tell people we have little pieces.
Little
that are-
swatch.
yeah, if you need a swatch just to see, lay it with things, you'll see it goes with everything. And you don't think of it as yellow. It's
No.
not. And they call it fig tree cream, but it's banana yellow. It's just
Just
enough.
ever so slightly.
Mhm.
That looks
when
really good.
stark white is not right and you don't want to use black and but you just want a little something there to be a supportive color. It's perfect.
Mhm.
All right, well,
All right.
easy day.
Super easy.
Super easy
Yeah.
day.
So notions. So mostly reorderable,
retreat.
blades,
Yeah.
Bargello books,
Mhm.
retreat goodies.
Mhm.
If it's time to treat yourself to something.
Mm-hmm. New rotary cutters, rotary cutter blades.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
Holiday cheer.
holiday cheer.
Oh my god. Oh My Gourd has really good pattern support. So there's going to be 4
Yeah.
free patterns for you to download or to request at checkout. So
Yeah.
super cool for that.
And then a little bit of grunge.
Yeah.
All right. Great.
Thanks, guys.
All right. Thanks for hanging out. And
We'll see you Sunday.
Sunday. Bye.
Thank you for watching our video. We invite you to leave a comment, hit the like button, or better yet, subscribe to our channel so you never miss an episode. You can also visit our Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, or Pinterest pages, or find all of those things and our online store at fabricpatch.net.